Good morning. It's me, Felita. Gosh, I still don't like my lighting, but we'll figure it out. Um, Busy week. I look crazy. That's okay. Um, anyway, today's October 21st, and we're in our full moon energy. Very exciting, right? I don't know if anybody else has been feeling it already or watching the thoughts that are popping up. It's going to be a little tricky. Uh, just hang in there, play with it. What are you going to do? Uh, anyway, here I am, Felita Nurse, Reiki Master, Spiritual Intuition List. Just sending you a morning message for some guidance for today, see if it's helpful. So I'm just going to get into it. Here we go. So this lion card pops up, right? And by the way, I just do oracle cards and whatever messages that get channeled in for my morning. And yes, I am shooting this live because I don't know how I've been doing it, I guess, until I learn my technology and figure out how to really do what I'm doing. But I changed my platform from Facebook to here. So thanks for tuning in. Anyway, so here is this lion spirit, lion. Be generous of spirit. This is saying that regardless of how you may be feeling, any insecurities, any questioning of yourself, it's like you have a lot to offer to people. You have a lot of stories, you have inspiration, motivation, all of that stuff. Don't just be wary of the feeling that if I give too much, that I'm not going to receive anything back. So you're holding out. If you're going to give from your heart. Don't have any expectations. If you're just tired of giving and giving in a relationship where the person's not giving back, well, then, you still got to do what's true to you. Then just don't give and step away a little bit. But also recognize that sometimes, maybe there has to be a little bit compassion and empathy towards the situation because maybe they just don't know how to give back or they just don't have anything they think that they can give back. So you might have to ask for if you feel that it's so necessary that they give something back to you. You just say straight up, like, how is this energy being exchanged? I'm going to do this for you. What can I get? What am I getting out of the deal? Most of the time you want to be in that frame of mind. If you're giving, you got to give from the heart. But I understand there are situations where it's like we need a little give and take here. So be real with those situations and be honest with yourself, and again, smile at somebody. That's a gift in its own. Holding the door open, not being afraid that if you do something, somebody is gonna, think that you're weak in some type of way or that they can play you out. It's just be generous, I think. The direction card for that card is this Prince of Summer. And it says, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So it's not a negative card. It's a very positive card. And literally it's like saying that while we're in these weird feelings of why we want to hold ourselves back and we don't want to get out there, we need to stay grounded. Stay grounded. Experience the emotion that we're feeling. Hopefully that it's more joyful, And yes, it says falling in love suddenly, which I mean, it could mean that you're ready to give your heart over to somebody else, but collectively too, it could just be you falling in love with your own self, which is embracing your own power so that you can feel in this power to give of yourself, give things, volunteer, be decent and kind to just anybody, and falling in love with being a part of the world, even though the world looks like it's just falling apart sometimes. So definitely, this is a card that's saying, let's stay grounded. Um, so we don't get swept away by any of these emotions today, right? Which you should always do. Wake up, and first thing you do as soon as you step out of that bed, I mean, go pee if you have to, but ground. And I can share that tip in a second. Let me get to this card right here. Mouse spirit. This little sucker right here. When this little sucker pops up, I'll be like, oh gosh, I know. Tend to the little things. So all these little things that you haven't completed, we need to revisit. We need to get it out the way, check it off the list, because you're going to have a bunch more things added on to that list. And you have, in order to get that list done, you got to start checking it off, and so that you can make room for the things that you need to do. So you might be feeling a little, either it could be procrastination, fear of moving forward, knowing, some of this could be self-sabotage. I'm not going to do it because I know that if I do it, then this is what's going to happen. But guess what? That's the way I say that you mind F yourself. If you put things in place that need to be done, then you'll finish it. So, especially if you have OCD and you leave a project halfway done. Like, the other day I started to paint the trim in this room because it's a project that I've been putting off. And this burst of something came up and says, let me go get that paint can and paint this. And it literally took 45 minutes. It didn't even take anything crazy, and it got done. So imagine what you're putting off and how quickly it could be done. Or how quickly it could be done if you prioritize the timing of how you're going to block out time to get your stuff done. This card is the direction card, and for that mouse, it says Seven of Spirit. And it says, be assertive, don't back down from what you believe, courageously stand up for yourself. Let's be brave today, and let's get our things done. This is saying, it's like we're going after what we want. In order to get what we want, we got to get these little things done. You got to build that foundation, and be patient with it. But it's a definite, heavy, we might want to procrastinate. Do something, even if it's just one thing. If you can do it. And then co-create with spirit. This card popped up the other day as well. And this is like saying, hey, spirit is right here with you. You're not alone. Listen to your intuition. Look for the guidance if you need it. Which, we always need it. But something about this card makes me feel like it's more like we're going inside of ourselves. We're trying to find this trust within ourselves to do the creation. Look at this direction card. This direction card is King of Summer. And it says, a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in cultural or creative endeavors. So this card, for me, when I'm seeing it, it's more like, it's like, that father figure. It's the checking in thing, where it's like, it could be another person that you rely on, or it can be yourself. It could be spirit. It's it's like there is a support system around you. The love is there. You're not without love. This creation, this co-creating energy doesn't come out from the, whatever is invisible to you still has energy. So it's all full of love. And it's literally just saying, it's like checking over the details of things is how I'm getting, just like how this is like, do tend to little things. So it's like, is your, if it's a business that you're, do you have all your legal stuff in a row? Are your, I's dotted and your T's crossed? Do you, It's like that questioning card, do you have this? What is the next move? What are you planning on getting out of this? Are you sure this is what you want? It's like that double checker. And just like, just making sure that, you have what you need and that you are really going into, dang, somebody's blowing up my phone this morning. Anyway, hello. Um, yeah, so this is just checking in on yourself and double checking that you have all of the things, all the thoughts. Um, oh my God, I don't even know how I'm trying to explain this right now. But literally, it's like double checking yourself to make sure that you're going in the right direction and that is your direction that you want to go in. So it's like that father figure, just like, are you sure you got this all ready? And it would be really awesome if you had somebody around that's providing you with this support. If you don't, I'm sure that there is somebody that you can rely on for some support. Maybe not a support for all the way through this project, but for the motivation and for you starting or getting more momentum in the direction that you're moving in. And yeah, this is really not a time to tell everybody what you're doing because everybody's minds are all over the place. And honestly, pay attention because you might be talking to people and they're not even listening to you. They're either in their thoughts thinking about what they want to say to you, how they want to, it's all about them. It's not about you. So it's going a little bit more inward. And I only say that because we need to protect ourselves from people that are going to be moving unconsciously. You might be thinking about your everyday moves and checking yourself, but others are not. So as long as you stay grounded and you stay focused on your stuff, you're going to be all right. And yeah, you might, have some issues with some people, but you'll be in a better place to deal with it if you're grounded, right? Um, Aquamarine. This is the card that pops up for today's energy, and it's about courage and the throat chakra. And Aquamarine encourages you to look at the emotional situations in your life from a new perspective. Try to be more tolerant and sensitive to other people's needs. Aquamarine can also help you to release any old patterns of beliefs that no longer serve you. It is time for you to calm your energy, quiet your mind, and reduce your stress levels. Now that you have the courage and strength to move forward through any difficult situations in your life, express yourself, open up, and let your true feelings be heard. There is nothing wrong with asking for help if you need it. It's important that you communicate courageously and clearly what it is that you do and do not want. This is a powerful time for you to move forward in your life. Stay focused when you are under pressure, as well as helping you to gain some clarity with this card to make the right choices. Take some time now to weigh up all the positive and negative aspects in your situation. Be honest with yourself and trust your instincts. So, you see these blue cards here? So, we're definitely trying to get out of our way and being more courageous to give of ourselves because we are so afraid that we're going to be taken advantage of, not be appreciated, not be accepted, all of that stuff. And that stuff needs to go out to the trash. So until you feel the comfort in yourself that you can move in the way you want to, you're going to tend to the tiny little things. And maybe you might have to be part of that tiny little thing. Oh, yeah. So I was going to say, in the morning time when you wake up, right? I don't know if you guys do this, but I'm going to tell you, you need to drink a glass of water. This has something else I put in it. What I put in? Oh, where's my oil? I'm an essential oil consultant for doTERRA. And no, I do not suggest any other essential oils really be used until you know that it's pure oil and it doesn't have any contaminants and toxins in it. But this lemon oil is what I put in my water every day. This is a detoxer. It goes into your body. It helps clear out toxins. It goes in it. It actually helps improve different types of things in your body. But it's so potent that, just drinking one little drop of this in your water or doing it 2 times a day can do a lot for your organs, for your liver, for your kidney system. Okay. So imagine, and it is stronger than your regular lemon because they take this from the lemon rinds, and like I said, it's more potent than your regular stuff. Do your regular stuff, but you could always enhance it with an oil. And not all essential oils are ingestible, and if they're not real oils. So this one, you can drink this one. Also, I say, like, in the morning after you do your grounding, you grab your glass of water, you drink that sucker with this lemon oil. And I don't know if you know, but there's Himalayan salt and there's Celtic salt, right? Celtic salt has a lot more minerals in it. So it has the makeup of what your saline, the liquid in your body is all made up of. So that's seawater, you're equivalent to that seawater out there. But when you add Morton salt, those over-the-counter salts, they have iodine in them, which is good, but it's just a sodium chloride bond, and it can actually increase blood pressure because it's pushing the vessels together to push to get the sodium inside. So it creates pressure to get the sodium inside. Whereas when you're taking something in, like a Himalayan salt or a Celtic salt, it allows natural osmosis through, because it's Celtic salt, I believe, has 3 magnesiums, so it helps move the stuff, the mineral, the things that you need. Got the potassium, sodium pump going on, so it helps pull all that stuff inside of your body system. And that's as simple as I could really say it. Celtic salt, it has about 99 minerals, and the 3 magnesiums. So just adding a pinch, like literally a pinch of that salt into your glass in the morning, or even underneath your tongue, will help your ability to, uptake water in your vascular system way more better than it would with any other, way more better than that regular over-the-counter salt. And anyway, so that's my spiel, and that's something that's very simple to make sure that you're hydrated through the day. It will increase your ability to, so whatever you're drinking during the day, you'll be able to get in the fluids and not heighten up that blood pressure. Ask your doctor. One more card for the day. This is the geometric transformation card. And says it's the double square, regeneration and risk. And what is this about? Oh no, let's read it out of the book. This card reverse means that the situation involves, oh, wait a minute. No, that's reversed. This is not reversed. This card upright means that you stand at a crossroads facing new and unexpected possibilities. While a business as usual approach may still be possible, it's rarely the best choice and may involve closing off options that lead beyond your wildest dreams. The double square upright calls for original thinking and a willingness to ignore old ideas about what is possible and what isn't. In some cases, this can also be a sign that a more spiritually centered approach is a good idea. Okay. Spiritually centered approach literally could be you grounding every morning and taking in some Celtic salt, some water, getting hydrated, electrifying those cells in your body, bringing attention to this body with just a glass of water. You just having the intention that you're going to, or the motivation even that I'm going to make sure I drink a glass of water in the morning. I'm going to put this in it and put this in it, and I'm going to suck that sucker down. And you've done one really great thing for yourself. And that glass of water can do wonders, especially for people that are not drinking. You got to stay hydrated, y'all. You got to. Water is energy. You are energy. And you got to learn how to work this system. And that's kind of why I'm here, to feel like I got to share a little information. So that's my little information for today. And that's what I pulled for today, these cards, and I hope that it's giving you a little bit of information to help you get through your day, stay grounded, because and if you fall off the wagon and you start flipping out on somebody because they start flipping out on you, if you could catch yourself, stop, and then regroup, and then reapproach at a better time if you can. But it's not, just watch your behavior and watch who you might be taking things out on. That might be something that you want to look at as well, you know, because that just shows that there are some things that are inside of you that you're still working on, and you got to get over those thoughts, just to be a better person and to step into your shoes a little bit better, because each and every one of us, any little changes that we make to ourselves and our psyche, actually will influence a lot of us. So stay elevated, stay in high vibes. Peace. Have a blessed day.